Imagine a world where healing hands reach beyond borders. A world where compassion transcends language and culture. This is the world that Nurses Without Borders create every day. They are heroes in scrubs, driven by a profound commitment to human life. They answer a call to care, venturing into the world's most vulnerable corners. These nurses are beacons of hope in the face of despair. They are skilled healers and compassionate caregivers. They serve in areas ravaged by conflict, poverty, and disaster. They work tirelessly to mend bodies and soothe souls. They are a testament to the power of human connection. We must support these remarkable individuals. They are the lifeline for communities in need. They provide essential medical care and education. They empower local healthcare workers. They fight for a healthier and more equitable world. Your contribution can make a world of difference. It can provide essential medical supplies. It can fund training programs for local healthcare staff. It can help nurses reach more people in need. Join us in supporting Nursing Without Borders, because every life deserves care. Meet Sarah, a young nurse from Canada. She felt a deep urge to use her skills to help those less fortunate. She joined Nursing Without Borders, eager to make a difference. Her first mission was in a remote village in Nepal, devastated by an earthquake. Arriving in the village, Sarah felt overwhelmed. The scale of destruction was immense. Makeshift tents replaced homes. Injured villagers lay on cots waiting for help. The air was thick with dust and the smell of antiseptic. Fear and uncertainty filled the air. Sarah took a deep breath and reminded herself why she was there. She was there to offer comfort and care. She was there to ease pain and mend wounds. She was there to bring hope to a community in despair. Working alongside local nurses, Sarah quickly adapted. She learned to communicate with gestures and smiles. She treated wounds, set broken bones, and administered medication. She listened to stories of loss and resilience. She learned that compassion transcended language barriers. John, a seasoned nurse from the United States, found himself in a bustling refugee camp in Kenya. Families fleeing conflict had sought refuge there. They carried the weight of trauma and loss. Their journey had been long and perilous. John's heart ached at the sight of children weakened by hunger and disease. He saw mothers struggling to provide for their families. He felt the despair of those who had lost everything. But amidst the hardship, he also witnessed remarkable resilience. He set up a makeshift clinic in a tent. He treated malaria, respiratory infections, and malnutrition. He taught mothers how to care for their sick children. He listened to their stories, offering comfort and reassurance. He learned about their culture and traditions. John realized that healing went beyond medical treatment. It was about building trust and understanding. It was about respecting cultural differences and addressing emotional needs. It was about offering a hand of friendship and a glimmer of hope. Maria, a nurse from Brazil, found herself in a remote indigenous community in the Amazon rainforest. She was tasked with providing healthcare and education. She was aware of the cultural sensitivities and the community's distrust of outsiders. Maria approached the community with respect and humility. She learned about their traditional healing practices. She observed their deep connection to nature. She recognized the wisdom passed down through generations. She understood that healing was holistic, encompassing mind, body, and spirit. She worked alongside local healers, integrating modern medicine with traditional methods. She taught basic hygiene and sanitation practices. She empowered the community to take control of their health. She gained their trust by respecting their beliefs and way of life. Maria witnessed the power of cultural exchange. She learned as much as she taught. She realized that healthcare was not one size fits all. It required understanding, adaptation, and a willingness to bridge worlds. In Section 5, The Language of Compassion, we meet Anna, a nurse from Poland, who traveled to a war-torn region in the Middle East. She had witnessed the devastating effects of conflict and knew that her skills were desperately needed. Prepared for the challenges ahead, she was, however, not fully ready for the emotional toll it would take. The hospital was overflowing with wounded civilians, and the sounds of bombs and gunfire echoed in the distance. The air was heavy with the scent of fear and suffering. Anna worked tirelessly, tending to injuries, comforting the grieving, and offering a glimmer of hope in the darkness. Despite the language barrier, Anna connected with her patients through compassion, a gentle touch, a reassuring smile, a listening ear. These transcended words. She witnessed the resilience of the human spirit, the unwavering hope that flickered even in the darkest of times. Anna learned that compassion was a universal language. It required no translation and was understood by everyone, from the young child clinging to her mother, to the elderly man mourning the loss of his home, to the soldier haunted by the horrors of war. In Section 6, Scars of Crisis, Strength of Resilience, we follow David, a nurse from Australia, who volunteered in a refugee camp in Bangladesh. He worked with Rohingya refugees who had fled violence and persecution in Myanmar. They arrived with only the clothes on their backs, carrying stories of unimaginable suffering. David was struck by the strength and resilience of the refugees. Despite the trauma they had endured, they held on to hope. They supported each other, sharing their meager resources and offering words of encouragement. They were determined to rebuild their lives piece by piece. David provided basic medical care, treating illnesses and injuries. He organized health education programs, teaching about hygiene, sanitation, and disease prevention. He listened to their stories, offering a shoulder to cry on and a ray of hope for the future. David realized that true healing went beyond physical wounds. It required addressing the psychological scars of trauma. It meant creating a safe space where refugees could share their stories, process their grief, and begin to heal. Emily, a nurse from Japan, joined a medical mission in a remote village in Chad. The village lacked access to clean water, sanitation, and basic health care. Malnutrition and preventable diseases were rampant. The challenges seemed insurmountable, but Emily focused on what she could do. She treated children suffering from dehydration and diarrhea. She taught mothers about the importance of breastfeeding and proper nutrition. She worked with the community to build a well, providing access to clean water for the first time. She celebrated small victories, a child's fever breaking, a mother's understanding of hygiene practices, a village's newfound access to clean water. Each victory fueled her determination to continue the fight against preventable diseases. Emily learned that even small actions could have a profound impact. It was about working together, empowering communities, and celebrating the triumphs amidst trials. It was about believing in the power of change one step at a time. These stories represent a fraction of the experiences of Nurses Without Borders. They are a testament to their unwavering commitment to global health. They demonstrate the power of human connection, transcending borders and cultures. They highlight the importance of investing in healthcare as a fundamental human right. The impact of these nurses extends far beyond immediate medical care. They train local healthcare workers, building sustainable healthcare systems. They advocate for policies that improve health outcomes. They raise awareness about global health issues, inspiring others to take action. Their work creates a ripple effect of change that spreads throughout communities and across generations. They plant seeds of hope that blossom into healthier futures. They are agents of change, working tirelessly to create a world where everyone has access to quality healthcare. Supporting Nursing Without Borders is an investment in humanity. It's an investment in a healthier and more equitable world. It's a commitment to providing care for those who need it most, regardless of where they live. Your support can help nurses reach more people in need. It can provide essential medical supplies and equipment. It can fund training programs for local healthcare workers. It can strengthen healthcare systems in vulnerable communities. Every contribution, no matter how small, makes a difference. It helps to ensure that a mother can access prenatal care, a child receives life-saving vaccinations, a family has access to clean water, a community is equipped to prevent and treat diseases. Consider joining the movement to support Nursing Without Borders. Become a part of a global network of compassion and care. Your support can transform lives and build a brighter future for all. Nurses Without Borders are leaving a legacy of healing and hope. They are inspiring a new generation of healthcare professionals to embrace global citizenship. They are demonstrating the transformative power of compassion and human connection. They are leading the way towards a future where healthcare is a right, not a privilege. A future where borders no longer define access to care. A future where communities are empowered to take control of their health. A future where everyone has the opportunity to live a healthy and fulfilling life. Support Nursing Without Borders and be a part of this inspiring journey. Together, we can build a world where healthcare reaches every corner of the globe, leaving a legacy of healing and hope for generations to come.